Well, greetings, people of the internet. Unky Joe here, Unky Joe's Playhouse. We made some changes again, and I want to share those with you. So let's get the video started right now. So what changes do I speak of? Well, I don't know if you know my setup here, but I've basically got a fold-out table, a plastic fold-out. It's like a $50 table from Walmart. It's about 6 feet by 4 or 5 feet. I'm not quite sure. And I've got those same two tables behind me. One here is a workbench, and the other one here is a secondary workstation. So here I do my gaming. I rip my DVDs here, and over here I do, bench units, repair and rip apart and that kind of thing. But I'm obsessed with having a clean desk, an organized and clean desk, because it's the only way you can really get any good work done. And so that's what this video is about today. We are talking about how I cleared off my desk and got it nice and clean and set up the way I liked it. The other thing we're going to talk about today is I have this new obsession with my vlogging and videoing and live streaming rig. And I've never really spent the time or the effort to get it set up just exactly the way I want it. Well, all that's changed today with this video as well. So we'll describe it as we go through the video here. You can see the changes I've made. And at the end of the video, we'll come back and we'll talk about some other changes I've made. Some I'm happy with, some I'm just not so pleased with. So one of the main reasons I was obsessed with getting this rig set up is because I felt like I've never given my I I, I was gifted a Canon Rebel T3i camera years ago when I first started my channel, and I was given some really nice, three very nice lenses with it, and a lens and a camera cleaning kit, all that good stuff. Kudos to that subscriber who sent that donation to me. And it was always so complicated and obtuse to me. I just don't have a firm grasp on photography and ISO and shutter speed and all that. But that's changed. I've been doing some research on it. So I thought, what better time than to give this a try and to give this Rebel T3i a try again. It's a 1080p camera. It's got some wonderful lenses that come with it. I've got a wide angle lens, and I've got some telephoto lens and a macro lens, a plethora of filters and whatnot. And I just hate seeing equipment go to waste. So the idea was that camera would replace this Logitech C920 camera that you've been viewing me on for 5 years now, that it would be a better picture quality. Well, let's see. So here I am on the the Canon Rebel T3i, and the color looks to be better, color saturation. And keep in mind, I've got a ring light on my face, so if I lift my glasses up, you can see it. But you notice, now this camera has an issue with autofocus. It doesn't autofocus. You can manually set the focus before you start videoing whatever it is you're going to record, and it'll try to track it for you. But you can immediately see, and my eyes are worse than yours. I'm sure yours are much younger than mine, but immediately the image is not appealing. So you can see I have kind of an orangish, Cheeto-ish glow to me. And I frankly don't think the image is as crisp and as clear. Now, in the Rebel T3i's defense, I do have this camera hooked up via USB, and it's only USB 2, I believe this camera supports, and it's through the EOS webcam utility. So that may be part of my issue. But in order to get this camera to pass through HDMI without anything on the screen that appears on the camera screen, you have to flash it with a aftermarket firmware. And I'm not opposed to doing that. It'll be the next step I take, because I'm going to give this camera a fair shake if it kills me. Now, I did purchase a AC adapter for the camera. It's basically a fake battery that goes into the battery place. But to be honest with you, all of this change needed to be done on my setup, but the main idea was to get this Canon camera up on a permanent mount so I could use it as either my live streaming camera to replace my Logitech, or I could use it, for other types of shots, which is more than likely what I'll end up doing at this point, because as you can see, it's just not as good of an image. More than likely, the issue is with the USB interface, the fact that the camera can't produce its full potential with the limitations of USB 2 bandwidth. That's my hunch anyway. I don't know. It's just a guess. But I'm going to hook it up via HDMI, and we'll try it that way as well. I need one more arm because right now I've got the ring light on a tripod behind my monitor, and it's touching the desk. And I can't handle that. I don't like anything touching my desk. So I'll get that up on another arm to where I can, use it to light up my face, because it's, that helps with this Logitech webcam. Now, the Logitech webcam, you can manually adjust it. So I leave the white balance and the autofocus turned to auto, and then I can manually go in and adjust the camera attributes, the color, the brightness, the contrast, the gain. All that stuff is completely adjustable. Now, the other thing I purchased, and I have every intention of using at some point in the future, because here's what's going to happen. If I end up foregoing that Canon T3i and maybe even putting it on the market for somebody else to pick up at a good price and use, it can always be my photography camera. It's such an excellent camera. It's a joy to shoot with. It's very easy to use. What I would more than likely do is get another Canon Vixia camera. They're right at about the $350 price point, and they make excellent cameras. They have excellent autofocus, and it's just a well-built camera. But honestly, unless it improves the image of the C920 drastically, I'm probably just going to keep the C920. Again, just to refresh you, here's what the DSLR looks like, and here's what my webcam looks like. Quite a big difference, huh? And just to finish that train of thought, so I bought this item because, and we'll see. I'll find a home for it somewhere in my future. But I have been Joe at Cajoling Tech and Tony Smeraldi over at Quick Tech and Joe over at Cajoling Tech have been after me for months to pick one of these up to help me improve my photography and videography. And so I got a really good deal on this one from B&H. I had some credit there, and I had some of them their discount coupons. And so I pulled the trigger on this and got it in. It's the A10 Mini. It's not the Pro. And it uses HDMI. Now, that'll also require me to then get an HDMI capture card for one of the PCs. Because, well, maybe not. It might output it all through USB 3. So don't quote me on that. We'll see once I get to using it. But I kind of kicked myself in the pants when I was hooking this up. I was like, well, why did you get that thing? Because everything you have is USB, except for the Canon Vixia. Well, no, it won't be moving forward. And that's the whole point, because everything I'm going to be using is HDMI. And it just, I kind of wanted to get one of these and give it a try and see if it was worth all the hoopla. So, worst case, I'll end up selling it on eBay for what I paid for it or more. So it's not an issue. You won't be seeing it on here anytime soon because, again, I'm going to play around with what I've got here and see if I can't make that Canon work a little bit better. We'll try it with HDMI, and if it works better with HDMI, then that would be a good reason to keep that switcher, the A10 Mini switcher. I do enjoy the Stream Deck, having it over here to my left-hand side. And when I'm editing video, I've got my DaVinci Resolve editing keyboard over here to my right above my Logitech mouse. So this setup works great for me. And those little pieces of paper I've been keeping on my desk forever to write notes on, I have stopped doing that. I now bring up Notepad++ at the beginning of my workday, and I put my notes in Notepad++, and I actually saved them and organized them. So this old dog is learning new tricks. There is hope for me yet. But I'm quite happy with my streaming setup here on my main rig. So there you go. We hope you found the video entertaining and informative as always. Please give us a thumbs up down below if you enjoyed it. Leave your comments in the comments section. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and click that notification bell to be notified of new videos when they come out. You can also check out our content over on Odyssey, and we're going to be putting our content over in Rumble as well. I don't know if you've heard, but Rumble merged with Locals, .locals, and they're moving their company to Florida. Yeah, I'm starting to take an active view in Rumble. But anyway, that's another story for another day. Donate if you're so inclined. PayPal, Patreon, YouTube join function. Please don't forget to come back and see us. And don't forget, we'll see all of you on the other side.